What's going on, everybody? This is Rylan from Land Insights, and today I'll be going over the AI comp value that has been added to our data sets when we export. So, as you guys know, the AI comp value has been around quite a while, and we had some requests to add this to the end of our data set when we export our data. So, today I'll be going over that and showing you how you can utilize it and make the most of it. So, I'm over here in our data platform, and I'm gonna go choose a random county to export. And we've got Simpson County right here, so we can just click on it from out here and we can click add. And we're simply going to begin our export. So I'm just gonna do a random export, just kind of like bare bones what most people do. We're gonna go outside city limits, 5 to 20 acres. We're going to remove vacant land AI, remove our bad slope properties, remove our landlocked properties, all the stuff we don't want to go after. We'll do max wetland coverage of 50%. So anything that has 50% of the property or more inside a wetland or a flood zone, we're going to remove that because we don't like to go after those properties. We'll deduplicate our owners, and for this case, we'll just go after out-of-state owners. So we want to go after the most motivated people. So we're just going to go out-of-state. Okay, I always recommend you exclude keywords like Walmart, etc. I'm not going to do that in this example, but make sure you guys always do that. And then we can skip trace if we want. We can do the standard or the premium. With the premium, we'll get free removal of do not call registrants. So in this case, we're not going to skip trace, but if you guys wanted to skip trace, if you're cold calling or texting, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go down to AI pricing. So this is what I'm going over today. So include AI market value estimate. So this means we're going to add our estimate value on each property that you export and our confidence score on that. Okay, so we're going to want to select that, and then we're going to want to export. Okay, I'm on the unlimited plan, so I will not be charged credit since I have unlimited data. And we're going to simply purchase it, and now it's going to export that data. Okay, so now it's ready, and we can go ahead and download. And as you can see here, we are downloaded. So I'm going to add this to a Google spreadsheet and start analyzing the data. So here it is. So I'm going to just add a filter on my Google spreadsheet real quick. I'm going to sort it by ascending acreage. So we did 5 to 20 acres. Okay. And then we have all of our data points. I'm going to go find the AI estimate data and drag it over here. Okay, so as you can see here, we have market value estimate. We have our market value estimate for calculated at price per acre. The amount of comps that went into that, that's always important. Market value, confidence score, and then our Genie Index. So I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to bring it next to our acreage so it's easier to see. Okay, so I brought it next to our acreage, and now we can see like it thinks 5 acres is worth $17,812. The confidence score on that is roughly 80%, and three comps went into that. So honestly, the greater the sample size and the greater the confidence score, that's more confident we are in that AI estimate. So I'm just going to check one of these. Let's go to 10 acres. So as you can see, we have 10 acres. It thinks it's worth 44,000 roughly, with the estimate of 4,400 price per acre. There's 4 comps that went into it. It has a high confidence score, and this is the Genie. It has a low Genie. Okay, so we can just go check that. So we think it's worth 44,000. Let's go check it and let's go see how accurate this is. So I'm gonna go down to MLS comps. We're looking at 10 acres, so we want like to look at, we kind of want to feather out the comps we're looking at because not every comp's going to be 10 acres. So I think 8 to 13 makes sense. Okay, so remember, it thought it was worth 4,400 an acre roughly. So we're going to start looking at the comps. Okay, so I'm always very, very conservative, especially nowadays with what we comp it at. We don't want to comp it too high because we need to price aggressively when we're trying to sell land. So I'm looking at green sold comps, blue for sale comps. This pink is under contract. So this is under contract at 4,500 an acre. That's pretty close to our estimate of 4,400 an acre. 6K an acre. This sold at 4,400 an acre. 40. That's the same comp. 5,300 an acre. 4K an acre. 3,500 an acre. So as you can see, like this is pretty accurate. I mean, this is what I would have priced a 10 acre at. I'm not going to price it at 8K an acre value because there's tons of properties selling way below that. Even this property is listed at 7,500 an acre. So we have to be under that. We have to be under 6,200 an acre. Based on historic sales, 4,400 an acre makes a lot of sense. So we can just add a offer next to it. We can simply just do this. If we wanted to go make an offer at half the value, multiply that by 0.5. So we're pretty confident if we offer $21,000, it's going to be worth $42,000. We're pretty confident about that. So you can do that with your lists. Just make sure you're getting a big sample size. So we have 4 comps that went into this sample size, and it's a 95% confidence score. But as you can see here, there's only 3 comps here and a 76% confidence score. So we might want to double check that AI comp value. So don't trust it completely because we're telling you like how confident we are. We had a very high confidence score on this, so I believe we can trust that. So make sure you're always double checking everything. Don't let the AI do everything for you. Another cool thing in here is we can go get the comp link. So if you're on the pro plan, you can go find the link to comp this property. So I believe it's this column. Yep, comping link. So we can click on this and we can open it in Land Insights and actually comp that exact property. So this is that exact property in our data set, and we can use the comping tool to comp as well. And as you can see here, that's the AI comp value right there. And then we can do an offer and profit calculator as well. We can do 50%. Again, that's roughly the same number that we just comped. We can also do range offers to help you out with coming up with those range offers. And then you can put in miscellaneous closing costs in there. Another cool thing you can do, let's say you're cold calling and you don't even want to price your data. You don't want to make an offer yet. You can just throw like a 40% offer on this, just a ballpark. So let's say your cold caller is calling people and a person asks, hey, what can you offer? Instead of saying like, hey, let me get back to you on that, you could just throw out a ballpark offer and price anchor. So let's say maybe you wanted to price anchor at 40% of value just to be safe. You could just throw this on the whole list, and this is your price anchor, sorry. So your cold caller can say like, yeah, we can probably make an offer around 21,000 for your 11.5 acre property. What do you think about that? So this just saves you a lot of time on the phone, and also saves you a lot of time with comping. So you don't have to comp this if you're at a high scale with your cold calling or maybe texting. But if you're sending direct mail, you definitely want to double check all this and be confident with it, because you'll be wasting a lot of time. So yeah, that's the AI comp value. And yeah, that's about it. So appreciate it, guys, and best of luck with making offers. We're trying to make this as easy as possible for you guys, so hopefully this helps out a ton, and best of luck in the land business.